Frugal living money habits for 2023. With the way the market is trending, it may be a good idea to tighten the old belt this coming year. When most people hear that sort of thing, they can often be struck with feelings of anxiety and panic. But learning to be frugal is a skill that almost everyone should learn. Not only can it cut you some slack in terms of how much money you need to pull in each fiscal year, but it can also keep you from sweating the small stuff. With that in mind, here are some frugal living money habits for 2023, and make sure to stay all the way to the end of the video for a tip so good it feels like it's cheating. Ditch the brands. Do you want to find someone else's dreams or your own? It's a simple question and one you should be asking yourself whenever you feel like spending more money than you have to on designer brands. Most of the appeal of these items is based on social currency and status, but the most successful of us set trends. We don't follow them. Instead of paying more than you have to for a logo, look for something that is more practical. Oftentimes, the luxury of these brands barely scratches the surface of what you're paying for it, and someone that paid half of what you did for the same product is getting just as much value as you are. Start cutting costs out of your life. Whether it's cutting the cord on cable, canceling subscriptions, or toning down a luxury expense you enjoy, there's always a way to trim the fat. Human beings usually love consistency, and we can often fear change, even when it's for the better. A great plan to have in 2023 is to really look closely at where your money is going, and to try and search out any places where you think you can do better. Oftentimes, we will justify recurring charges because it feels bad to scold ourselves for wasting money. The truth is that even Warren Buffett, the billionaire king of frugality, wastes money here and there. You don't need to beat yourself up for the choices you made, but you also don't need to keep making them just because you don't want to admit it's not worth it to yourself. Start getting into the habit of bartering. Bartering is a bit of a lost art, but it isn't as dead as you may think. While you won't be able to walk into Walmart or a grocery store and haggle with the cashier, it's still a skill worth learning within your community. Let's say you need your house painted and your neighbors need someone to watch their dog for the week while they go on vacation. Instead of paying someone to paint it or buy the supplies necessary, why not just watch their dog in exchange for either the service or the supplies? The more you interact with your community, the more they are going to get to know you. There's even a chance they will approach you with similar favors in the future. No money needs to be exchanged, you just pay with your time or labor. Sleep on every big decision. When it comes to the big financial decisions, there are usually two kinds of people. The ones that leap at the opportunity without a second thought, and the ones that think long and hard about them. Both of these kinds of people are great in their own way, but both can also have some issues too. For the overeager of us, there's a tendency to make decisions before accurately assessing the situation. And on the other hand, the overthinkers can sometimes either pass on an opportunity they shouldn't have or let it pass them by before they feel they are ready to make a decision. Sleeping on it may seem like just an old phrase, but it's actually a good way to set deadlines for yourself. Give yourself the night to consider it, and then in the morning have a decision ready. This way you keep yourself from thinking either too little or too much. Before we get to our next big habit to save you money, leave a like if you've enjoyed this video, and subscribe too so you can see when we upload new videos like this one. Never go anywhere hungry. Fast food places might as well be snakes in the grass when it comes to your wallet. When most of us get hungry, we stop considering things as much and can even stop thinking as clearly. Spending $10 to $20 for a meal is outrageous, and not uncommon these days when you pull into the drive-thru. What you are making up for in convenience, you are losing in currency, and that's a recipe for some serious regret when you're finally full again. Make sure to eat before you head out, or even pack a snack or something so that you don't run into issues down the line. Plan your trips well in advance. When it comes to travel, time can truly be the essence. While there are going to be times that an emergency or unforeseen event occurs and you have to go somewhere on short notice, you shouldn't ever do this for your trips. You can save literally hundreds by planning your trips months in advance, and save yourself a price gouge later. Airlines make a lot of money on people that put off buying a ticket until the last second, and so you should get into the habit of buying tickets as early as you can. The best way to do this is to book the flight as soon as everything is confirmed, even if that means pushing your friends to do the same. There's absolutely no reason to spend the bulk of your money while traveling to your vacation destination, as you are less likely to enjoy your time. While it's important to be savvy with your money on a trip, you should also be able to treat yourself a bit too. But why throw away that chance because you dragged your feet on purchasing the ticket to get there? Give yourself some wiggle room by putting away savings. If you follow these frugal habits, chances are you are going to start raking in the savings without even really trying. To put away even more though, you should try to take a part of your paycheck and put it into your savings each time. This way you are always saving money, even if it is just a little at a time. Living paycheck to paycheck obviously isn't ideal, and it can become a cycle that is difficult to escape. When you are more stressed and money is that tight, it can be harder than ever to put away money, as nobody wants to feel like all they do is work. As a result, these people tend to spend more money on luxuries and small conveniences like fast food in order to escape having to cook after a long day. Putting yourself in a position where you can be confident of your situation is paramount to becoming a more frugal person in 2023. Head into the grocery store with a list. Pre-planning your expenses can really help you trim some of those silly purchases we all make. Sticking to them is easier said than done, however. Did you know that they put those shelves full of candy, soda, and other cheap vices near the checkout so that you're more likely to slip up and buy something? It's true, and you shouldn't look at any place that is trying to sell to you as anything other than a trap. Going into the grocery store with a list in your hand and on a mission to not splurge is a great way to cut down on the useless purchases we all make. It might not seem like a lot, but if you're going to the grocery store every week, that's potentially 52 extra purchases a year you are making. Making a list is also a good way to stay away from these kinds of places as much as you can, as they are designed to pull money from your wallet. Start finding out what your passions are. There may be an upfront cost to purchasing an instrument to play music on, but after that, you are going to get hours of value for free, with only maintenance costs from there. Finding out what you enjoy and what you can do for long stretches of time without getting bored is really important to living a frugal lifestyle. If you are stumped on what that passion might be, then try to go to free events or classes that teach different skills, as they can really help you to figure out what it is you like. Having hobbies can keep you from going out and spending money, or from purchasing subscriptions to a bunch of streaming packages just to keep yourself entertained. And who knows, you may just find that you have more fun exploring your passions and figuring out what they are than you ever did with the expensive entertainment you used to enjoy. And that about wraps up our list of frugal living habits that you should try and take with you into 2023. What's more of a money sink to you? Fast food or extra purchases at the grocery store? Leave a comment down below and let us know. And if you learned anything about being frugal, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one.